First thing, bro, is you need to stop chasing girls, bro. Look, you cannot be a high value guy. You can't be a guy who has his shit together, who has money, who is attractive, who has aura, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too with the way you carry yourself. You cannot be chasing women and have all these things. You wanna know why? It's because guys that chase women, they don't have any life purpose, bro. That's the thing. Your purpose is chasing women, bro. When I had a purpose of me just chasing women, I was going on two mans. I was going to parties to chase women. I was trying to chase women at the gym. I'm literally trying to go up to random girls at the gym and try to talk to them instead of focusing on my damn workout because I was so fucking girl crazy. I wanted to have a girl so bad. I wanted to say that I could get girls so bad. I'm literally posted up on Snapchat like these with girls trying to look cool and shit, bro. You look like a lame, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing too. You actually think that you chasing girls will get you a girl. That's not the case, bro. Girls are attracted to men who are calm, cool, and collected. Guys who have an aura where, I don't want to say you don't give a fuck, but like you just know how to play things cool, you feel what I'm saying? Who have an aura where it's like they got other things going for them. Women are not their main focus. You move like a guy with certainty. You move like a man who is a man. You move like a confident man. You focus on the other areas of your life, which now translates to you being able to attract these women. But when I was being a guy who was trying to chase these girls, bro, I had none of that. I didn't have money. I didn't have fucking looks. I didn't have that much confidence because I was getting rejected all the damn time. I wasn't leveled up physically, like in the gym and stuff. I didn't have muscle. And so it's just all bad. All for me trying to chase women instead of focusing on myself first. And I'm not saying you can't go out there and try to date, but it shouldn't be you actively trying to go talk to girls, bro. Like, nah, don't do that shit. The next thing is having a poor presentation of yourself, poor grooming. Yo, this shit pisses me off so much, bro. And my dad always instilled this into me, bro. I don't know if you guys have African parents who are the same way, but whenever I was out looking raggedy or even I had dirty shoes, like I remember one time I walked into my crib, I had these like beaters I used to wear, and I left them at like the doorstep or whatever. My dad saw them shoes. He texted in the family group chat talking about whose shoes is this, like all mad and stuff. And you know, I said it was my shoes, they're beaters, and he's like, yeah, I want these shoes out the house in the trash can, bro. And at the time, I might have thought he was a little harsh, but looking back, it's like your presentation is everything. You should not be walking outside looking like a bum. You should not be walking outside looking like, even if you have no money, bro, your presentation is what's gonna get you into doors, y'all. If you're someone who's broke right now and you're trying to get up in life and you're trying to whether get more confidence, you're trying to get more girls, you're trying to get more opportunities and stuff, your presentation is everything. And it doesn't just go for clothes, it goes for your look. You need to be keeping up with your haircut. You can't be going months without getting a haircut and thinking that you're gonna get anywhere in life, y'all. No, you need to be getting a haircut every 2 weeks. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how little money you have. Learn how to do it yourself because your presentation is everything. If you're going out in this world looking like a bum, looking like you don't care about yourself, how are you going to get treated? You're going to get treated that way. Or if you go out, maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you don't have your shit together fully, but you look like $1 million, someone's going to be more likely to give you an opportunity, give you a chance, take a chance on you because it's like, okay, this dude knows how to put himself together, but he just needs the right vehicle to get where he wants to be. So yeah, I'm going to give him that job. I'm going to give him a chance. Maybe I have him come work with me in my business, but you're over here walking around like you don't care about yourself. You fucking... Ooh, it's just bad, bro. I see a lot of guys make this mistake. It's like, dude, it's embarrassing for you to be outside, you know, looking like this, bro. You need to be taking your shit serious, bro. And like I said, I got it from my dad. It's like, I always want to make sure I look like $1 million. Even if I'm just going to the gym. Yeah, I'm not going to put on a whole fit. But I'm going to make sure, you know, like I got cologne on. You feel me? I'm going to make sure I'm not looking raggedy as fuck. You feel me? I can make this look good because I'm in the gym. I still look good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, little things like that, y'all. You need to prioritize that. So yes, if you're a man, you're not taking your grooming and presentation seriously, bro, you cannot be a high value man or a man of any substance at all. And that's another thing I almost forgot too. Your skin has a lot to do with it. Taking care of your skin, taking care of your teeth. Y'all, look at my teeth. Look how white my fucking teeth are, y'all. Look, some of y'all niggas need to go to a fucking dentist and get some braces, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be coping talking about some, oh, I'm good, but you spend your money on some other dumb shit. You need to be getting your teeth whitened. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be out here with crooked ass teeth, you know what I'm saying, and thinking that you're gonna get the girls that you want, be more attractive. No, you need to take care of that stuff. You need to take care of your skin. You need to get haircuts. All that stuff comes into play when it comes to being a high value man. The third thing is going to be complaining but you don't take no action towards what you want in life, y'all. I see this shit too much. I see so many guys complain about their position that they're in, bro. I had this conversation with my girl, like, you know, we were talking about, like, you know, not being able to afford, like, a minimum wage, not being able to afford a place on minimum wage. And quite honestly, bro, if you're working minimum wage and you're the age of 30, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't feel bad for you, bro. You're complaining about your fucking life, but you don't do nothing to change it. You didn't get a second job. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't do anything. You didn't even try to go to school. You didn't even try to go to do a business. Because why? That would have made you a little bit more uncomfortable. You feel what I'm saying? But now you want to cry about it. No, you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You want to cry about not getting the girls you want. A lot of guys will sit up here and blame women for all their issues. They'll blame women. Women did this to me. Women did that. I can't get any girls. Blah, blah, blah. Well, buddy, if you're not getting the girls that you want and you're not having opportunities with women come your way, literally, I have a girlfriend and I ain't gonna lie, bro. Opportunities with women just fucking find their way to me, bro. And I'm not even trying because I'm in a relationship, bro. You wanna know why? The way I carry myself, I worked on myself. But a lot of guys think it's so fucking hard. It's not rocket science, bro. It's not rocket science. At some point, you have to accept the fact that you're the problem, buddy. You're the problem. If you're not getting any girls, if you're watching this and you're not getting any girls, you are the problem, bro. Simple as that. Whether it's your looks, whether it's you're not carrying yourself the right way, whether you don't know how to talk to girls, you don't have enough stuff going for you, you're not putting yourself out there, your social media, there's a whole plethora of things that could be wrong, but it's your fault. And so look, when I was dealing with all these things, like I wasn't getting the girls I want, I wasn't making money, I didn't like my body, you know, instead of complaining about it, I did everything I could to change it. I started going to the gym because I didn't like the way I looked. I'd see all these guys on Instagram. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be like, damn, I wish I looked like that. Instead of complaining about that, instead of coping and be like, these guys are on steroids, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get my ass in the gym. Let me see what I can do. And I have a fucking pretty damn good physique, y'all. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit. I don't wanna hear nothing, bro. My physique's pretty damn good, you feel what I'm saying? Instead of complaining about not having money, I started working extra alongside my job to make more money. I would cut hair on the side. I did my fucking content shit trying to grow that for free. I was making more money. Instead of just sitting up here and complaining about it, I actually took action with my life. And some of you guys don't know how to do that. So yes, stop fucking complaining and take action with yourself, because the longer you sit up here, complain, and make excuses for yourself, you're just gonna keep staying like that cycle, in that cycle forever. But the sooner that you start taking action and having a sense of fucking urgency, you can start changing your life, y'all. And if you do need help with that, I have a link down below to my one-on-one mentorship where I will guide you along the course. I will get you to where you want to be. I will start your transformation and give you knowledge that shit, it might take years for you to figure out on your own, but I'm here to guide you. I'm here to be your vehicle to get you to where you want to be, y'all. And I help you with your body, help you with your mind, help you build your personal brand, as well as dating, looks, all of that. Click the link down below and apply for my mentorship, y'all. Fourth thing is needing consistent validation. Now, a lot of you guys are literal children, bro. You need mommy and daddy to approve what you're doing. You need your friends, even your girls sometimes, to approve what you're doing. Now, a nigga like me, bro, I'm gonna just take action regardless. Yeah, I might ask your opinion here and there, but I'm gonna take action. I had a friend, bro, I hope he doesn't get mad at me mentioning this, I'm not gonna say his name, but he just got a job offer for over 6 figures out of college, you know? Some people near him, bro, you know what I'm saying? Some people in his circle was trying to tell him, oh, don't take the job, you have to, because he has to go somewhere, he has to leave, you know, his state, his hometown, he's been there, you know? Even his parents weren't too happy, you know, that he would have to leave. And some people might actually listen to the people around him telling him, no, you shouldn't take that job. You feel what I'm saying? And you should just stay here and be mediocre. But he's like, nah, fuck that. I'm taking the job and I'm going to make something for myself, because the opportunity he has, I'm not going to say too much, but he could expand even more and he could level up in that role and make even more money down the line. So 6 figures is not the cap. He could literally take that shit so far, but people was telling him not to take that, bro. And a lot of people that need this constant validation, bro, they're gonna take that and they're gonna actually listen to the people and not do what they want. You know, same for me. When I was doing my social media shit, I'd tell my mom about it. She just wanted me to focus on school. You know what I did anyways? I continued to do it while doing school. But if I would have just listened to her, then I wouldn't have gotten nowhere. I wouldn't be where I am right now helping you guys out. You feel what I'm saying? So you guys need to stop needing constant validation from people, bro. You need to start thinking for yourself. You guys, you having this mindset where you need someone else to approve of your actions, bro, is killing your fucking drive, bro. You wanna know why? When you're talking to your girl about your dreams and shit, or you're talking to her about some real shit, and she chimes in with her feminine sense, she's not thinking straight. She's not thinking with logic. She's telling you what she thinks sounds good, and you're letting that affect your decisions, you're letting your mom affect your decisions, mommy, your mom is always gonna be the person that's gonna want the best for you, what she thinks is the best for you. So whether that's staying in school or whether that's doing something that you don't even want to do, she's always gonna think that. So if you're just listening to her, you're always craving that validation for your mom, craving that validation from the people around you, tell you that yeah, you're doing good thing. Don't drop out of college, don't start that business, just do that, because if you drop out, there's a chance you could go broke, and you just listen to them, bro. It is holding you back more than fucking ever. So stop needing that constant validation, bro. Do things for you. Validate yourself, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because I had so many people tell me not to do what I'm doing right now, but I did it anyways because I got the validation for myself. And it's funny enough, those people that told me not to do it are the ones that are validating me now. You see how that shit works? So, guys, stop getting constant validation from outside sources and start focusing on you and doing what you want to do, because that will make you happier in the end, and that will not kill your drive. When you listen to other people and you let your other people's opinions fuel what you want to do, it kills you slow. The last thing, bro, is having no discipline and instant gratification, y'all. So these are my guys that love to party. They love to beat the fucking chicken. They love to play the video game after work. They love to drink. They love to smoke, bro. But they have no discipline. They love to do all that, but you can't even hit the gym 3 times a week, bro. You can't even stick to the plan that you had to try to get out your 9 to 5, bro. You can't even figure out a way for you to make more money, bro. You can't do this and that. You can't even hold up your obligations to your girlfriend every week. I have an obligation with my girl. I take her out because I work all week, bro. I'm a man that works very hard. I don't really get that much time to spend with her, but I have an obligation where I'm spending 1 day a fucking week with you, and I'm planning out a date, or we're going on a date or something, just so it's like, okay, I can show I care about you. I can show that I appreciate what you're doing, and I hold that obligation. A lot of guys can't even do that shit with their girls, bro. They rather, they'll tell their girls they're doing one thing, and then they'll do something completely different, bro. And just that lack of discipline and just feeling the instant gratification, bro, is something that's holding you back as a man, is making you not a high value man. You need to be disciplined. You need to set that discipline in place. And the way I did it was the gym. I told myself, listen, I gotta go to the gym a certain amount of times a week. I don't care if it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't give a fuck how I'm feeling. Like, I'm going to the gym. There was times where I was going to the gym at 2 a.m., bro. My parents getting mad at me, threatening to lock the door on me. I ain't give a fuck. I'm hitting the gym, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the promise I made to myself. And that discipline carried over into other areas of my life. It carried over to me working. When I'm at work, doing school, all that. I wanted to build up my business on the side, my social media. Every time I was coming home, I was telling myself, I need to make these 3 videos and get them out today. I don't care what the fuck happens. I gotta do that shit. And that got me to where I'm at and right now, y'all. I had to cut out the fucking porn. Listen, I realized porn and beating my fucking dick was ruining me, bro. I will talk about this in another video, bro, fully. But, nigga, there was a time where I was having literally limp dick. I was having girls call me limp dick because I was beating my fucking shit too much. And when the real time came, I couldn't even get it up, bro. It was all bad, bro. So yeah, I just told myself, yeah, you can't be beating your fucking dick no more like a little boy, bro. You actually gonna need to work on yourself and get some real fucking pussy instead of you beating your fucking meat every day, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And that all comes down to discipline. So guys, you need to learn how to discipline yourself. You need to learn how to stick to things. The worst type of people are the people that say that they have all these goals. They say they're gonna do certain things, all these aspirations. Say that they're gonna get in the gym, get in shape, right? They say that they're gonna eat better. They say that they're gonna start that business. They say that they wanna do this and that, but they do nothing. You do nothing. You're not holding yourself down to that. You're not disciplined enough. So you guys need to be more disciplined in order for you to be a high value man. Right now, guys, I have no reason to brag. I'm 21 years old. I made over $100,000 last year. I have a Mercedes Benz. I have an apartment, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I don't really think this is shit, but a lot of you guys see me in my position, and you guys always are asking me, did I get here? You guys are asking me for advice. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell you everything that I had to do and how I really got myself to this point and how I built myself up to a point where a lot of people would love to be in my position. A lot of 21-year-olds are not in my position. A lot of 21-year-olds are behind. They're lost. They're stuck in life. There's even people older than me feeling stuck in life. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I got to the point where I'm at. I'm going to be fully transparent and really just be real with y'all. Now, one of the things that I realized early on, bro, is that I always wanted to pave a way for myself. I was not the type of person to wait for things, guys. I was always impatient when I was younger. I always wanted it now. And that's what drove me to learn how to actually cut hair when I was around 13 years old, because I was tired of waiting on my mom to take me to the barbershop. I'm like, yo, I want to go get my hair cut now, and I got to wait. So I taught myself myself how to cut hair. And me teaching myself how to cut hair, bro, that was an entrepreneurial skill that I built for myself early on, which allowed me to start making money. So I was always a hustler, bro. I used to drive around Arizona cutting hair, making money, bro. And that's the first thing y'all need to learn, bro. You need to learn how to not wait on things. You got to go after what you want as soon as possible. You're not going to prolong your success. You're going to go for it. You got to have a sense of urgency, guys. The reason why a lot of guys are in the same position that they were last year is because of lack of sense of urgency. When they have an idea or they have something they want to do, they don't go for it. They don't try to learn. They don't look up videos for it. They will sit and they will make excuses for themselves not to start. Whether it's the business, whether it's, oh, I'm going to make content, whether it's, I'm going to hit the gym. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have any sense of urgency. So when you start implementing sense of urgency into your life, y'all, it's going to change everything. It's going to make you start on things that you should have been started. Think about it, y'all. Imagine if you would have started that business when you first had the idea, that clothing brand or whatever it was, or you would have started that side hustle. Imagine if you would have started that back then, where you'd be at now. Think about that, y'all. Let that simmer in your head. You feel what I'm saying? But instead, you keep trying to perfect everything. You keep making excuses for yourself. You keep telling yourself you're going to do it. You keep telling yourself and making excuses for why you ain't doing it and letting other people discourage you, which is another thing I'll talk about later. And then you don't start what you want to start. And now you're in the same position as you were. So one of the things for me is I always had this hustler mentality I'm gonna get it by any means necessary, bro. I'm gonna find a way to do it. I'm gonna find a way to get what I want. And I always had a sense of urgency when doing things, most of the time. So me having that sense of urgency is what allowed me to learn how to start cutting hair, which really jump-started my TikTok journey. Because the reason why that I blew up on TikTok is because I was making hair content. And that was a niche at the time where not many people were making that many hair videos helping out black men. So I started making videos on that. And that all stemmed from me having a sense of urgency. Like, hey, I'm going to start making content teaching other guys how to grow their hair. And that stemmed from me learning how to cut hair, because that was another type of video that I was posting on my page. Like, yo, how to do your own haircuts and stuff like that. So it all kind of stemmed from me just having a sense of urgency in the first place to learn a skill, and I was just broadcasting my skill to the world, which allowed me to start growing on social media and making money. And another thing where sense of urgency comes in is the gym, y'all. When I first started out working out, bro, you feel what I'm saying? I wasn't consistent at all. I didn't really have a sense of urgency to want to get in the gym. But you want to know what made me have a sense of urgency? I remember I went to this pool party, and my friend Luke, if you're watching this, you're a real one. But my friend Luke took off his shirt in front of the girls, bro. And all these girls were staring at him. And I felt some type of way. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, this dude's getting all this attention from girls. Like, I'm trying to get like this too. So next day, I had the sense of urgency. That night, not even next day, that night when I got home from that party, I went and I got myself a gym membership. That's the type of sense of urgency that y'all need to get ahead in life, bro. And from there, I started hitting the gym, working out, putting on muscle, you feel what I'm saying? Putting on muscle, bro. And that was another thing that allowed me to make content, because now that I put on muscle and I look more attractive, I fix my hair and stuff like that, I fix my skin, that allowed me to make more content, that allowed me to get more brand deals, more opportunity, because the way I look, and that all came from having a sense of urgency and not waiting on nothing, being a hustler, getting it by any means necessary, finding a way to do things myself instead of trying to rely on others. If you want something, y'all, the research is out there, the resources are out there. You don't gotta wait on people to do shit for you, bro, and teach you things, bro. If you really want to learn something, you can learn that shit on your own. But a lot of you guys will make excuses for yourself and tell yourself that you can't do it. You can't do it yet. You gotta wait on it. No, you need to go for it. And if you fail, then you look at your failures and it's like, okay, what can I do different from my failures so I don't fail again? It's not even a failure. It's just a way of you looking at something different, you doing something different instead of doing what made you fail. Next thing, bro, is I had to build discipline, bro. I had to build discipline. And how I built discipline was me just sticking to a set schedule every day. I told myself when I was in my grinding phase, when I was trying to get up, bro, I was in school, I was working my 9 to 5 at the time, and I was trying to do content, and I was trying to hit the gym to get my body right, because that was an investment in myself. So every day my schedule is like, look, I need to get 3 videos a day done and posted, y'all. I was grinding like crazy. You got to think about how hard it is for some people to even get 1 video a day. I was going to work. I was going to school. I was going to work right after class, still finding a way to do my homework, working like a full shift, coming home, taking like an hour nap because I'd be so damn exhausted, hitting the gym, coming back, doing content, or I'd be doing content before the gym and then going to the gym. And I was doing that shit every fucking day. that was a different type of discipline. And I feel like that period of my life, that was 2023, I was doing shit every day, is what got me out of the hole I was in. Because I'm gonna be real, I was poor as fuck. I was poor as fuck. I was broke. I had no money, bro. I barely could afford to put gas in my car, bro. Real shit, bro. I couldn't even afford to fix my car. I had to use my last band in my account to fix my car, bro. And I told myself at that time I never wanted to feel like that again. I never wanted to be in that position again in my life, y'all. And that sense of urgency combined with my discipline to get shit done, which is what allowed me to really build my brand, my personal brand, start getting my name out there, really start, you know what I'm saying, getting recognition, getting more opportunities, bro, is what allowed me to be where I'm at right now. In my Benz that I'm recording in right now, with my own apartment at 21 years old, with over 100,000 made last year. We're gonna keep going and keep grinding, but it all stemmed from discipline. And I hope you guys don't think I'm here trying to flex on y'all and brag, because I really don't think I've done shit in life, y'all. But a lot of you guys think that you could even accomplish what I've accomplished without putting in the work. And I'm trying to give you guys a reality check, bro. This shit is not easy at all. You need discipline. I built my discipline through hitting the gym. When I was hitting the gym 4 times a week, even when I was sore, even when I didn't feel like it, bro, that shit carries into other areas of your life. You're gonna feel that discipline when you're working and you're telling yourself that, look, I gotta get this work done no matter what. Even if you're in school, you have the discipline that you have in the gym. You apply it to your classes, bro. It's like, look, I gotta study this amount of hours. I gotta do this fucking homework. I gotta do whatever it takes. Because when you have this discipline, knowing that you're not just relying on your motivation anymore. You're not just gonna do things because you feel motivated, that little sense of motivation. No, you're doing it because you have to do it. It's a non-negotiable, bro. Your life is literally gonna change. And when I started to apply that principle to my life, there'd be times where I first met my girl, bro. I was so locked in. I had hit the gym, right? I was planning to go straight home after the gym. I ended up going to her house and spending some time with her. Bro, I was so fucking locked in, y'all. I left at 4 fucking a.m. and I went home and I recorded 3 videos, y'all. Like, yo, I was that fucking locked in, bro. I did not give a shit. I was getting the job done, bro. Yo, I just remember that shit, bro. I left her crib. I'm like, yo, I can't stay the night. I gotta go home. I gotta get these videos out so I can go to sleep for 3 hours and then go to school and repeat the fucking process, y'all. That's the shit that y'all ain't willing to do, though. Y'all gonna stay the night with the girl, and I wasn't even supposed to do that. But look, I did that shit and I still had the discipline to get my things done. I still told myself, I gotta find a way to finish this shit no matter what. And that's the mentality that's gonna get you places. Discipline is key, y'all. Fuck. I ain't mean to go off on a tangent like that, but a lot of you guys don't understand. You'll do something for a week and then you'll give up. And you expect things to change. No. It ain't nothing that's gonna change, y'all. You feel me? So you need to start out with discipline, hitting the gym, and you need to apply that discipline to the rest of your life. And that was one of the things for me that really helped me get into the position where I'm at right now, where I'm 21, and I ain't even gonna go over it, but I'm in a pretty good position, and I'm only gonna do more and better, y'all. The next thing, bro, is cutting out bad influences and keeping my circle small, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was broke and shit like that, I was hanging around the wrong people, bro. I was hanging around, like, you know, people who were trying to influence me to keep doing like dumb shit like partying, drinking, smoking, and I honestly don't have a problem with these people. They're cool to hang out with sometimes, but you gotta know, if you're in a phase in your life where you're not happy where you're at, y'all, you need to cut yourself out of, you know, these situations and not surrounding yourself with these people, because these people are what I like to call energy drainers, bro. They drain you mentally and spiritually, okay? And they drain your pockets too, because you're constantly going out. You're constantly going out to eat instead of doing shit that you actually need to be doing to progress your life up. You're hanging out with them. You're going to the club. You're going to parties on your weekends instead of hitting the gym or working on your side business. The weekend's the only time where you really have time to level up your life, and instead you're spending it with losers. You feel what I'm saying? And unfortunately, not everybody's built to want to do better for themselves, and that's okay. I can't blame someone for not wanting to do better for themselves and wanting to go to the club, but I just gotta remove myself from the situation. I gotta get out of the realms of the situation. Like, look, do what you gotta do. Delete social media. There was times where I had to delete the apps, bro, so I wouldn't see my friends out having fun without me, because that shit would genuinely get to me. But after a while, it's like, hey man, they out having fun. I'm over here working, bro. It's gonna pay off. It's gonna be worth it one day. And for me, it has, bro. I'm able to have fun when I'm out the country with my girl. You know what I'm saying?
I can have fun there because I earned it, bro. I'm not gonna have fun and waste away my weekends because I feel like it, because I need a relief from everything. If you need a relief from everything, you need to work harder so you can get your life better. If you're so stressed out about shit, you need to find a way to cope with it differently or to start improving your life. Like if you're stressed about money and you're using alcohol to get away from that shit, then you need to find a way so you can make more money so you can not be stressed about alcohol. That's where your energy should be going. It shouldn't be going into drinking. So, I always like to say this. You're some of the 5 people you hang out with the most, y'all. So if you're hanging around 5 fucking losers and people that are not trying to do better for themselves, then what do you think you're gonna be? But when you're hanging around 5 people, or just even 1 or 2 people who are just you close to, who are in your circle, who want to do better, who want to improve, who want to be the best version of themselves, bro, you're gonna be the fucking best version of yourself too, because they're gonna hold you to higher standards. You're gonna see them doing well. One of the reasons why I started leveling up too is my boy Jaden. Bro, we was in this computer class together, and we every day was in that class brainstorming ideas on how to fucking make more money. You feel what I'm saying? And both of us fucking came up at the same time because I was surrounded by that. But I guarantee you, if I was surrounded by some fucking losers at that time, I wouldn't have the motivation, because I'm seeing this nigga get money. I'm gonna get money too, and vice versa. So you guys need to surround yourself around better people, and it's gonna help you progress your life up, and it's gonna help you, have that more sense of urgency, prevent you from being in bad situations, temptation, all types of stuff. And I'm not saying you need to cut these people off, but you just need to say no when they're asking you to hang out, they're asking you to drink, they're asking you to smoke, doing all that shit, because it ain't gonna help you, bro. It's gonna hold you back. And that's one of the things that I did. I really just kind of went on the solo arc where I was just fucking with me, bro. And it's not even just the people who, are always trying to go out. People who are like Debbie Downers too. So people who are like, I don't know, they just bring bad energy when you're around them, and they're always just, I can't really explain it. But people like that, like, you need to separate yourself from for a period of time if you know that, look, you're not even capable of taking care of yourself right now. I can't afford to be catering to others. I gotta focus on me. So that's one more thing that y'all need to start doing, is evaluating the people in your life and cutting off or not talking to people in your life who are draining you and bringing you down. The last thing, bro, that I'm gonna say, and I probably should have put this in before, was upgrading my looks, y'all, and prioritizing my looks. That's something that I didn't start taking serious till around 2023, and that's something that's held me back up until now. Me being ugly and unattractive was not getting me any points anywhere. It was not getting me that many opportunities, y'all. Me having bad skin, I thought like I could get away with it, bro. You're not getting away with that, bro. You guys have to understand, bro, like, I'm sorry, this is the way the world is, but if you're an ugly individual, you're not gonna get points. You're not gonna get as many opportunities as the attractive person. So I had to kind of become a little pretty boy. I had to start taking care of my skin. I had to start getting leaner in the gym and, getting my body right. You feel what I'm saying? Look at this. I make this shirt look good because I'm attractive, y'all. But if I was fat and out of shape, or I was extremely skinny, I'm making this shirt look good. And I still need to get in better shape, y'all. I'm not even saying I'm perfect. I don't want you guys to misconstrue anything in the video of me being perfect, because I'm not. Nobody is perfect. But we just need to strive to become 1% better every day, which if you guys are trying to do, go ahead and click the link down below if you're really serious about transforming your life, to get mentored by me. I help so many guys and so many people really start to get their lives on the right track, cut off bad habits, build their discipline, build their mentality, start making more money, upgrading their looks in every area of their life. So if you're someone who's interested in that and you're serious, go ahead and click the link down below. But yes, y'all, you guys need to prioritize your looks, because I remember when I prioritized my looks, that's when I really started to blow up and things started to get good for me. I started getting more opportunities. Brands were sponsoring me for skincare. My videos getting more views. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Even how I was treated in public, bro, gave me so much more confidence, which transferred over to my business, to me making money, making more content. Got me a girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? Just me upgrading my looks honestly changed my life. If y'all seen how I looked before, bro, I was extremely cooked. And I still need to do some work. I still am not perfect. I still need to slim down my face. I still need to lose some more weight. I still need to get my hair longer so I can get like twists or like longer braids and shit. But like from where I was before, bro, the difference is crazy. And that's something I really attribute to me getting to the point where I am now, where it's like, okay, I got shit going for me because I worked on myself. I improved my looks. I try to maximize every area. I didn't niche myself down. A lot of you guys get mad at me when I say stuff like I don't like dreads on me personally. The reason why I got rid of my dreads is because it niched me down. It niched me down. I'm limited now. I'm not advertisable to as many people. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't care if I'm getting called, ooh, massa this. I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all not putting money in my pockets, bro. I look young as shit with dreads too. I'm not saying people can't pull them off, but I look young as shit as dreads. I'm supposed to be a 21-year-old man trying to help other men, and I'm over here niching to children. I can't niche to high schoolers, y'all. I can't. I can't be looking young as shit at 21 years old. So, guys, trying to find the right haircut that fits you, trying to get your skin right, trying to get your body right, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get your confidence up and be more attractive, having conversation skills, charismatic, that all plays a part in attractive, y'all. Being attractive, y'all, is gonna help you level up, and that's what helped me. Because when I was ugly, bro, I was broke. But when I became more attractive, I became richer. I don't even say I'm rich. I ain't even nowhere near rich. I'm nowhere near rich, but I had more money in my pockets. I got more opportunities coming my way. Even my boy, I always talk about this. He had went to a, he didn't have a job. He didn't have a degree or anything, but he had went to a, he worked for a government company. And he had went to a convention for the company or whatever, and he introduced himself to somebody, and he was able to get a job. I guarantee you, if he was ugly, that's not happening. Another situation, my other boy, he just got a job somewhere. He barely even interviewed. I think he had walked in, asked if they were hiring. Apparently, there was all girls working there, and they was talking about him, and he got a job. You feel what I'm saying? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Y'all just gotta learn how to play the game instead of getting mad at people who play the game correctly, y'all. Become more attractive, and it'll literally change your life. It'll literally make you have more opportunities, which will make you more money. You'll get better jobs. You'll get better pay. You'll get picked over people who are unattractive because you stand out. Not many people really take care of themselves, especially as a man, y'all. So that was the last thing that I would say that really allowed me to start leveling up my life, build myself up in a way. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be transparent. Last week of business for me, bro, has been like mid, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you see that, like, you get discouraged, you know, like you're not really like as motivated to like keep going and stuff like that. But like the thing is, bro, you guys just need to keep like, y'all just can't give up on yourself, bro. Because all it takes is one good day, one good video. Even if you're not running business, even if you're trying to apply for jobs right now, even if you're just trying to like do something, bro. All it takes is one good day, one person to notice you, one opportunity for you to get up and become successful, bro. So just don't give up on yourself, man. Keep grinding, keep putting in the work because your day will come. Many people quit before their time has come, and you know you would never know what you can achieve if you stop your process, you know, too early. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was never really like, I want to say addicted to porn, but I would beat my dick pretty frequently. You feel what I'm saying? And the moment I realized that that shit had to change, bro, is because not only was I feeling unconfident with girls, like I couldn't even talk to girls in person. The reason why I couldn't talk to girls in person is very simple. When you guys watch porn and you guys beat your dick, it alters your reality for women. You start to see women as like creatures. You don't see them as like a normal person, bro. It just fucks with your head. And so whenever you going up to girls, bro, you thinking about this video, you think about the things that you want to do with her. You're not seeing her as an actual human being, and now you start stumbling your words. Shit's all fucked up, and insecurity and shit too, because you start thinking that you're not gonna live up to the guys in these videos and stuff. But let me get into what actually really made me realize this is an issue. So I remember about a few years ago, bro, I was messing with this one girl, bro. She was really cute. I found her attractive. I'm not gonna lie. And, you know, it got to the point where we was going to do the deed and shit, and my stuff would not get up at all. Like, there was nothing I could do, bro. It was so bad. I'm literally trying to fucking go to the bathroom and find some shit where I could get up a little bit, you know, and I'm being very vulnerable. This is all true shit, bro. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? Like, the moment has came where I'm trying to, you know, get what I'm about to get what I actually been wanting. And I can't even do nothing about it because my brain has been rewired weirdly by the fucking porn. And I can't do nothing until, you know, it's just all bad. So, anyways, it gets to the point, bro. We tried multiple times. Eventually, yes, we ended up fucking, you know, doing the deed because I was able to figure my shit out. But this wasn't before she had called me limp dick, bro. She literally called me limp dick on the text messages. I'll put this shit on screen. She called me limp dick, bro. Pretty much made fun of me, bro, you know. But that's when I realized, like, oh shit, bro. This shit is bad. I'm to the point where I'm not even 20 years old,
and I can't even have an interaction with a woman. I can't even have intercourse, bro, at the age of 18, 19 years old because I wanted to beat my fucking dick all day, bro. Because I wanted to beat my dick. I wanted to watch some porn, bro. And so that's when I kind of realized, like, yeah, this shit is not normal. I realized, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be watching these videos. I should be focusing on myself so I could become the guy in these videos. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that is that simple, bro. I become the guys where I don't have to fucking pull up a video to get rewarded. No, that's actually a false reward system, bro. You didn't work for anything. You're able to get off to pulling up a video on your cell phone screen, bro. Like, that's not normal at all. Y'all, it kills your drive because why would you as a man want to go out and actually talk to girls, want to better yourself, get more money, get all the things that will attract you to better girls in your life? Why would you want to do all of that when you can just pull up a video and watch porn, bro? And that's the thing, bro. It's actually holding you back in all areas of your life. A lot of guys think it's just, oh, it's just an escape. It's just a way for me to get off, beat my fucking dick and shit like that, and it's over with. No, it actually is way more than that. And two, the amount of time, bro, that you're putting towards this stuff. Now, like I said, I was never like addicted. I never really like watched porn, bro, like really. But you know, like I said, I used to beat my fucking dick like a loser. But the amount of time some of y'all will spend on Twitter trying to find a perfect video, scrolling, and then by the time you find a video that you actually need and shit like that, then you gotta get off. Oh, it's not the right one. Now you're trying to find another video, bro, when you could have been using that time to better yourself. Go to the gym, bro. Do something better for yourself so that you wanking your dick every 5 seconds, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You're wasting so much precious time, and then time is the one thing you cannot buy back. You're over here in your bed at 12 a.m. You could be thinking of so many ways to advance your life. But instead, you're thinking of ways to where you could get off fucking prematurely instead of you actually going out there and working for it. Instead of you going out there and talking to girls, bro. And I'm only saying this because I've been there, I've done that, bro. But I've grew. I've not fucking done that shit no more. I have a girlfriend now, you feel what I'm saying? And I would not have gotten a girlfriend if I didn't realize, like, oh shit, I need to start working on myself. I need to start working on my looks. I need to get myself in the gym, taking more care of myself. I need to make more money. I need to do all these things to level up my life so I can actually attract the girls that I want instead of being a fucking observer. A lot of you guys don't know this, but you're at a cuck. You're an actual cuck. You're a loser. Think about this. You're pulling up videos on your cell phone, watching fucking lotion in your hand, bro. I want you to go in the mirror and do that shit the next time you have the urge and see how bad you look, bro. That shit is not good, bro. It's not good. And there's no way that you're out here coping with this. You're telling yourself that this is okay. No. This is not okay. Look, it's an addiction. And the sad thing is people don't treat this as an actual addiction, which is why some people are not able to get over it. The first step to you getting over something is accepting it, because being like, okay, this consumes me right now. I need to get off of it, bro. I need to find a way to eliminate triggers. I need to find a way to find different coping mechanisms, because a lot of y'all use that shit as a coping mechanism. You use it to release stress and stuff like that. So I need to find a different coping mechanism to get my brain off of it. One of the things that I started doing, bro, is listen. I was deleting all triggers. Instagram, gone after 10 p.m. You feel what I'm saying? Twitter, gone. I wasn't even on Twitter like that, but even that, gone. I did not want to see nothing that got me in the headspace to do that shit. You guys tell yourself you guys want to stop so bad, but what do you do to actually stop? You're not deleting the triggers. I had a student I was talking to. This man gonna talk about he still has Twitter on his phone, and then another thing too is the porn blockers. You guys need to put that shit on your phone, but he got a new phone. He ain't put the porn blockers on it, and he's surprised that he relapsed. No, you're not trying hard enough, buddy. So you need to eliminate all the triggers, bro. And you need to find systems to where when you have these triggers, when you have these urges, you do something else. So instead of you going and resorting to the fucking corn, you resort to something else. You resort to maybe, all right, I'm gonna go hit the gym whenever I'm having these urges. And then after the gym, you be too tired to even do that shit anyways, bro. Or you remove your phone from your bedroom, bro. If you know that when you're on your phone at night and you're scrolling, that you're gonna get in that mood, you just take out your phone out the bedroom, bro. Any electronics, get out the bedroom, bro. Read a book or something like that. Journal, bro. Meditate, bro. Something more productive than you doing that shit, bro. And that's what I had to do. I had to make sure that, look, there was no way for me to fail. And it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, bro. But another thing too is actually working on yourself, becoming that man to where you could attract girls. For me, one of the things that helped me out so much is, I ain't gonna lie, after that shit, I started becoming more attractive. And I ain't gonna lie, like, not to toot my own horn, but attracting girls would be easy, and I did not have to do that shit no more. Like, I'm gonna just keep it stacked with y'all. I attracted way more girls after that. I got a girlfriend. I've been in a relationship for over a year now, so There's no need for me to do that. Wanna know why? Because I put in the fucking work. Instead of me beating my dick, watching someone do what I wanted to do, I put in the work and became that guy instead, y'all. And that's what you guys need to start understanding, y'all. And listen, when that story time happened, I was at the point where I was pretty much done with this shit anyway, but I still had the effects of it. And that's another thing too that I forgot to talk about, is these effects are long-lasting effects. It took me a few months to be able to fully get over those effects of having erectile dysfunction at 18, 19 years old. It took me a few months of not doing that shit because I had to reset my whole brain. I had to rewire my brain. At that point, like I said in that story, I was probably like, I wouldn't say clean, but I wasn't even doing it like that. I'm just being straight up, bro. And I was still feeling the effects of that shit because it altered my brain. It altered my reality, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And it took months for me to actually fix that, bro. I ain't mad at you. I ain't shaming you guys for dealing with this. This is a battle that a lot of guys deal with. The problem that I have is when people cope and they tell themselves it's not a big deal, that this is something that they could deal with all on their own. You know what I'm saying? That it's okay that they beat their shit. Nah, bro. And if you're really serious about getting this shit under control, bro, I can mentor you personally. Click the link down below. I have a link to my mentorship, as well as I have a link to my community if you want to join my community with like-minded guys that will hold you accountable to what you are trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. But like I was saying, you guys, you don't have to feel ashamed about this. You need to just stop coping about it and stop telling yourself that this is okay. Once you start getting that out of your head, you'll be able to take action and start rebuilding your life piece by piece, as well as getting this shit under control. Throughout the last few years of my life, bro, I've definitely learned so much about myself. And I learned so much about life. And I learned so much just like about how to really just be successful, man. And I just want to drop some game on y'all because I might not be that old and I might not be that young, but the shit that I've learned over the past few years is definitely something that I feel like could help a lot of y'all out, man. So let me get into this video, bro. Now, if you're around that age and you're watching this video, you could be a little bit older, bro. I'm here to tell you that, bro, your time on this earth is limited, bro. Like, you're 18 years old, 20 years old, you're in your 20s, and you over here partying your life away. You drinking, you're smoking, you're chasing a bunch of girls, you're wasting a bunch of time, bro. I want you to understand that, like, that time isn't here forever, bro. Next thing you know, in a blink of an eye, you're gonna be 30 with nothing to your name, man. Like, you have to understand that, like, there's dudes and kids literally lapping you right now. There's kids making millions of dollars on the fucking internet right now because they started before you, bro. And so when I think about stuff like that, it makes me want to grind even harder. It makes me want to put in even more work. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 21 years old right now, but there's a whole life that I could provide. Like, I could start living if I just put in the work right now, and I start reaping the benefits of my work later on instead of now, y'all. Hear me out, look. A lot of 20-year-olds, bro, they will justify them partying in college, smoking, drinking, doing all that dumb shit. They'll justify it because they're saying, oh, I'm young, you know, let me just have my fun in college, stuff like that. And I totally disagree, bro. I mean, if that's what you want to do with your life, cool. But at the same time, don't be someone to complain when you don't have the lifestyle that you once dreamed of by the time you're 30 years old. You want to know why, bro? Because you cannot have your cake and eat it too. You made your bed, now sleep in it, bro. You're not going to get away with going to concerts, going to clubs, wasting a bunch of time in your 20s, fucking around, bro. Especially if you in college right now, bro. If you in college right now, you need to be making networking connections. You need to be starting a business on the side. You shouldn't be partying at all. And that's what people get twisted, bro. I don't feel bad for people who leave college or get out of college and are not able to get a job because in most cases, bro, unless you have a bullshit major, you should be able to get a job if you actually utilize college correctly, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You utilize making connections correctly, but you didn't do that because you were partying, you were smoking, you were going to concerts, you was hanging out with the thoughts, you was going dorm to dorm every day, and you thought that was going, you know, the short-term fun was going, you know what I'm saying, get you right. But nah, now you out of college, you 24 years old, you still living at your mom's house. You're broke. And it's all because you didn't want to delay that gratification, man. You wanted to have your fun when you was young. And now look at the life you're living. You feel what I'm saying? Now look at me now. I had that phase where I was doing dumb shit, going to parties every weekend, staying up till 4 or 5 in the morning, bro, because I thought shit was cool. I was like 18, 19 years old, bro. 18, 19 years old, I was doing that shit, bro. And then I started to realize, I'm like, bro, wait, I'm broke as shit. I did not have money, bro.
And I'm over here wasting my time going to parties with all these other broke kids. I do not want my life to be like that, man. I want better for myself. This is not what I envisioned for myself when I was 14, 15 years old. When I talked about my future self, I'd just be a loser going to parties trying to chase girls who I can't even really pull because these girls want the ballers anyways. So I can't even get these girls if I really wanted to because I'm a loser. That's not what I envisioned for myself. So from that moment, I kind of started to separate myself from the people in my life who kept wanting me to do that. And it was no hate towards them, but I was just on a different lane. I started to realize I wanted more for myself. I started to realize that, look, by the time I'm 25, there's certain goals that I have for myself that I need to achieve, bro. I was not happy with my situation. I did not like living at home. I did not like having no money in my account. I did not like not having enough money to pay for a coffee date, bro. I did not like having to work 40 hours, 50 hours a week and then still live paycheck to paycheck, bro. So you know what I did? I put in the work, bro. And I changed my life within a year, bro. It all started with the gym. A lot of you guys got beer bellies and guts. You ain't even the age of 25 and you got a gut. You 30 years old with a gut. You supposed to be in the best shape of your life, man. And you over here, you fucking around, bro. Knowing that time is limited. You could be gone tomorrow. And what would you have to show for it? That you was a partying fucking loser that got drunk every weekend, bro. But it was a good time. You don't have a legacy to show for it? Shit. I ain't done much. You feel what I'm saying? But at least I can say when I died, I helped out people. I've changed some lives. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm nowhere near where I want to be at. But what do you have to show for your life? And that's why I catered this video for 18 and 30-year-olds, because this is the time and this is the period where you're going to need to get your shit together, bruh. This is the time where if you lock in right now, bro, your life will be changed. Your life will be shaped in your 30s and 40s, bro. Your kids will be set up. Your future wife is going to be a girl that you actually appreciate and you love. She's not going to be some girl you just settle for because that's all you could get. And that all just starts from you locking in these ages right now. Because what you guys don't understand is there is people lapping you. There is so much out there that you could get and you could attain. You could grasp in the palm of your hands, but you choose not to. You choose to make the bad decisions and keep yourself stuck in the same position, which is leading you to a miserable life in the future. That shit feels fun now, where you're partying, you're having fun with your friends, you're playing a video game, you winking your fucking dick. That shit feels good now. But then when you pushing 30, it's like, fuck, bro. What have I done with my life? You start having a midlife crisis, bro. Now, and everybody who's had a midlife crisis, bro, I guarantee you they've always had a lot of fun in their youth. They was having fun then. But now you pushing 30. You ain't getting that same fulfillment from shit anymore because you know life is real. You got bills to fucking pay. Prices is only getting higher and higher. You need to start making more fucking money. Well, what do you do? Nah, I'm young. I'm a party. I'm at my foot. Yeah, to stop having that sense. You not having that sense of urgency is gonna fuck your shit up, bro. And that's one of the things that really makes me mad too, is when I make these videos and people don't understand. They think I'm being a Debbie Downer. They think I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Like, nah, I'm really trying to help people out, bro. Because I had to realize this too for myself, bro. I'm tired of being stuck in the same position. I'm tired of not having shit going for me. I'm tired of not getting the opportunities I feel like I deserve. But you know what I have to do? I need to work towards them. I need to earn these opportunities. I need to make myself more attractive. I need to start putting in the work and putting myself out there. I need to start figuring out ways to I can maximize my time to get as much work possible so I can start leveling up my life even faster, y'all. And look, one of my favorite quotes too, I don't want y'all to get this twisted. Good things take time, y'all. Good things do take time. But at the same time, while good things are taking time, you need to be putting in the work and your time so you can build your shit up. So you can get to where you want to be. Even if you're in college, even if you trying to do trading school or whatever. Why are you waiting on that shit? You keep delaying what you want to do. You keep delaying your goals. You're delaying you hitting the gym and building that body that you've always wanted. Why are you delaying that? Why? Why are you doing that shit, bro? I guarantee you, it's going to get even harder when you're in your 30s and you got kids. You can't hit the gym like that. You know, or not even that, just to get started in the gym at that age. It's not impossible, but why do that to yourself? Why give yourself a late start to life? When you can start putting in the work now when you're 18 years old, as soon as you get out of high school, you start putting in the work now to be like, all right, I ain't gonna party like that. I'm not saying don't have fun at all. Of course, you know, I don't want to say balance because it really should be mostly work. Like, I ain't gonna even sugarcoat that shit. But at the same time, I don't want you to feel like you need to just be secluded. But at the same time, it needs to be like, look, I need to get my shit done first. I need to get my shit right first. And then if I have some extra time after I got everything I need to get done, then maybe I have some fun. But it shouldn't be like you going out every fucking weekend. Nah. It shouldn't be like that at all, bro. I just want you guys to understand and grasp that. It's 2025. There's so many opportunities that we have. There's the internet, bro. You feel me? There's kids making so much money online, bro. We have AI, bro, and you're not utilizing that. You're not trying to maximize your life because you want to spend your time doing dumb shit, things that are just going to give you temporary fun in the moment. But now when you look back at your life when you're in your 60s, bro, it's like you fucking peaked in college and high school. This is why you see dudes that peak in college and high school. Because they wasted away their life partying. They didn't apply themselves to anything besides that or high school and college. That was their whole identity. So now they are stuck working a job that they don't like for the rest of their life. And they're in a position where they feel stuck in life. And they feel like, dang, where did I go wrong? Maybe I should have did this different. Maybe I shouldn't have been partying my life away. Maybe I should have used that time to try to better myself. Shit, now I'm 25, I got a beer gut, and no girl fucking wants me, because who wants a fucking man with a beer gut? I could have been in better shape than I am right now. But you want to know what I said to myself? I'm like, I'm skinny. You know, this is in high school. I'm skinny, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm still young. You know, I got some time. No! I should have been fucking swole in high school. Look, my body could have been so much better by now, bro. I've been working out for like 2-3 years, bro. And this is my physique. Imagine if I was working out for 5 fucking years, bro. But nah, I wanted to wait. I ain't have no sense of urgency. And that's what a lot of you guys lack. You guys don't have urgency to do anything, bro. Some of you guys need a canon event like a heartbreak or like getting kicked out and being homeless to really have a sense of urgency kicked into your ass, because y'all don't be doing shit. Y'all think that this life shit is just you can move by willy-nilly and, you know, not taking no action on your stuff. No. This is why you guys need to hear this shit, bro. Because if you're not going to take action, bro, someone else is taking your spot and taking your opportunity, bro, and they lapping your stuff. And so what are you going to do about that? Are you going to take action? Are you going to try to improve your life? Or are you going to be pushing 30 in your 30s, regretting on you not doing that, regretting the path that you took with your life that is making you not happy with your life because you wanted to have fun in your 20s.
First off, let's clear something up, y'all. Confidence is not something that you're just born with, y'all. This is something that's built time and time again through just winning in life, bro. Through accomplishing hard things, bro. Through getting through rough patches, bro. Just this belief in yourself that you could do anything that you put your mind to, you feel me? So a lot of dudes that just be thinking that, oh, this guy was born with this confidence, bro. This athlete was born with this confidence. You see the popular kids in school, all popular and shit, and they all confident and cocky in a way. You think they just got that out of nowhere? No. That shit was built through them training and being so good at their abilities, doing some time and time again, going through some hard ass shit to the point where nothing phases them anymore. The thing is, with me, bro, I was so unconfident in myself at a point where I had to fake my confidence. And I'm not gonna lie, it actually worked for a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. That shit can only take you so far. You're gonna need to start building real confidence, because that act, bro, is only gonna get you into so many doors when people start to realize the real you. I'll give y'all an example. When I started getting good with girls, bro, what I would do is I would start copying other people who were good with girls. I would literally study them. I'd study their movements, study the way they talk, lower their voices, sounding seductive and shit. And I'd copy that and I'd apply it to myself. And through trial and error, y'all, I was able to build my own confidence with talking with girls just off of me faking it and going through the trials and tribulations of me trying to figure out how to talk to girls too. Now it's like, okay, this is nothing to me. A lot of y'all really don't got confidence because y'all ain't putting real reps in, bro. You ain't doing what you want to do enough. You're not confident in your abilities to shoot a basketball because you ain't shooting enough. You ain't confident in your abilities to make money because you ain't trying enough, bro. Anytime you put in reps into something, bro, you're going to get more confident with it. You're going to feel more comfortable in yourself to be able to accomplish your goals and become more confident as a whole. Now, to actually start building your confidence, guys, it all starts from how you feel about yourself. If you feel like shit shit about yourself, you're not gonna be able to be a confident person, y'all. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you're not proud, you're not gonna be able to be confident. So you're gonna need to start upgrading your looks, y'all. One of the first things I started doing was buying more clothes for myself. Another thing that gave me more confidence, bro, was lifting weights, bro. And I wish I would have did this sooner in high school, bro. But lifting weights, bro, and building a nice physique to where I'm filling out shirts and stuff and I'm looking good, bro, that will give you an unshakable confidence, bro. Being the only dude that can walk in a room and just be in shape, bro, and look jacked and shit, bro, is confidence. When you can walk through a gym with your shoulders out and shit, you know, niggas is calling you Tyrone, bro, that's gonna give you confidence, man. Also, keeping your skin clear, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you keeping a haircut every few weeks minimum, bro. A lot of y'all be walking out the house dusty. You ever notice when you go outside with a haircut, bro, you feel like you can conquer the world. You can talk to any girl. You can do anything you want. Now you want to pop out to the club. Now you want to go out to the functions, bro. Just because you have a haircut, man. And a lot of y'all dudes be not doing that, bro. I keep a haircut weekly, bro. If that. I be cutting myself up every 3 to 4 days. At least a lineup. At least learn how to line yourself up. Also, your body language, bro. A lot of y'all, this is how y'all walk right here. Y'all over here. No, you don't want to walk like that, y'all. You don't want to walk like that. You want to have some swag in your walk. You get what I'm saying, bro? Walk like a confident dude. You see the difference between those two people and those walks. You see the way I just walked before and the way I walked after, y'all. You looking like a doofus. You walk with your head down on your phone and shit, but you walking, you know, with a little lean in your walk, a little step in your walk, you know, a little pep in your step. You get what I'm saying, bro? Your confidence is going to show through that. Girls pick up on things like that. When you walking like you don't own the place, bro. You just like, you know, you so unsure of yourself, bro. Confidence is being sure about yourself. And when you walk and you could show that you just not it, bro, like it shows, man. And another thing too, if you want to become more confident, bro, and you want to give off that aura, you need to stop oversharing. You need to stop talking too much, y'all. You need to stop doing that shit, bro. Because here's the thing, bro, you're ruining your aura, bro. It's literally a real thing, y'all. When you're oversharing too much and you're not letting people wonder about you, bro, like for me, bro, I don't really say much. You wouldn't know too much about me unless you knew me really in person, like knew me close. But based on what you see on social media, I see so many people, bro. So many dudes, they over here posting every single part of their life. They in their Instagram notes posting about little shit happening, posting their fucking Starbucks drinks like a fucking bitch, bro. Like, yo, you don't, like, and every one of those dudes that does that shit, bro, I could already see, like, they're unconfident as fuck, bro. Like, you know, you don't have that mysterious aura, and it sounds corny, but it's true. Think about it. What makes Duke Dennis so fucking desirable and makes him so confident to, like, others, you feel what I'm saying? Is because people don't really know too much about him, even though he's famous, but, like, you still don't, like, you get what I'm saying? Or like LeBron James, bro. It's just like a mysterious aura, bro. And also, when you share too much about yourself, it's like you're trying to prove yourself too much. You shouldn't be trying to prove yourself. Whether that's to women, whether that's to, you know, anybody, bro. You shouldn't be trying to prove yourself, bro, unless you're trying to sell something or you're trying to get a business deal. But even then, it's like you should let your actions do the talking. You should let your accolades do the talking, bro. You need to be building yourself up as a man. So like, I could go somewhere right now and niggas gonna be like, hey, I seen you on TikTok, bro. I fuck with your content, bro. Like, you're doing good things out there. So let me try to boast about myself, bro. Like, I promise you, the most attractive thing, bro, is when let's say you out somewhere in public and you with a girl, right? You get what I'm saying? And you got dudes coming up and glazing you, like real shit. That shit happened to me the other day, bro. The other day I was at the gym, bro. The girl that works at the gym, right? I was about to walk out and I see these two dudes I knew. And they're like, yo, you famous on TikTok now, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, bro. I be seeing you all over my For You page. And I gave them some advice. And I did, bro. And I could tell, bro, like the aura boost that you get from that shit is like, damn. Like this nigga, like she would have never known. She would have never known that I was a famous dude. You get what I'm saying? Or famous, and you get what I'm saying? But based off of me just giving off this mysterious vibe, and then on top of that, not boasting, and then people coming up and glazing me for my accomplishments, made me more attractive, and it comes off of me being confident, because like I don't gotta boast about that. I don't gotta tell the whole world about my achievements, bro. Nah, I'm gonna keep doing my thing, and you know what I'm saying, like I'm confident in my own ability, so I don't gotta go over here proving myself. Most weak, unconfident dudes will sit up here and try to tell you about all their achievements. They'll try to prove themselves to women. They'll start leading with money. That's another thing too. Women pick up on that shit, y'all. Y'all over here going on dates, bro, trying to impress these girls, bro, taking out the fancy restaurants. It's showing a lack of confidence to yourself, because a real dude is confident in himself. He's just gonna take her to an ice cream shop and then have a good time with her. Sometimes he might just take her to her crib and she'll have a better date with this dude because he's actually sure of himself and confident than the dude who's trying to do all this proving and shit. You never want to prove yourself to girls, bro. You never want to come off like you're trying to compensate for something, because they see that shit as a red flag. They see that shit as like, damn, if you trying to do all of this, then what is wrong with him, bro? What is wrong with him? Why does he have to feel the need to have to do all this just to, please me? You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying being a dickhead. Obviously, take your girl on nice dates. But like, if you're just meeting a girl, bro, you shouldn't be trying to take her and try to leave with your wallet. You shouldn't be trying to even put on your best clothes. You put on a basic fit, like look nice and shit, get a haircut. It shouldn't be you trying too hard, because it's giving off like you just trying too hard and you're unconfident in yourself. And when you give off that vibe, bro, girls don't want to fuck with you. People don't want to fuck with you when it seems like you're trying too hard too. Even in the business world, even in, when you try to get a job shit, you never notice a person who just makes everything look easy, bro, and it pisses people off, bro. Like, people look at that and they're like, damn, like Duke Dennis, for example, that's a perfect example. You see how this dude just makes doing backflips easily, bro. Like, he could do anything, bro. He's over here doing windmills and shit, and he ain't even boast about it like, oh, that shit nothing, bro. Like, I do this all the time. And that just gives him an aura like, damn, bro, this dude really could do this, and he don't even, like, it's nothing to him. That's how you kind of want to make it seem like, in life, you get me? You don't want to try too hard in life. Well, not that you don't want to try too hard, but you don't want to make it seem like you're trying too hard to talk about your accomplishments, talk about the things you're doing, proving yourself, and doing all this shit. Because if you're a confident guy, you shouldn't be feeling like you gotta do this. You already know within you, like, yeah, I'm this confident dude. I don't gotta fucking tell you that I'm the shit, because I know I'm the shit. And everybody else knows I'm the shit. So why I gotta tell you I'm the shit? Another thing that you guys need to start to learn how to master is learn how to talk. Learn the charisma, bro. Ooh, this is my best trait right here, bro. My charisma is through the roof. I can talk to anybody, bro. I can make anybody like me, bro. And I think I learned this while working at a pharmacy, and I had to appease these white people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because these white racist people be seeing a dude like me, like, let's be real, bro. I'm not saying they're all racist, but let's be real. They ain't happy when they see a black man. But if I'm able to get these white ladies to like me, and to the point where they coming back to this place and they're like, oh yeah, we want him. Where's Brent? Where's Brent? I want to say hi to him. Like, he was so nice to me last time, bro. Like, literally, bro, it is so easy. You want to make sure you're speaking with intention, bro, and also letting people talk. You don't want to talk over people, bro. Let people spill. The thing is people is very selfish. People want to talk about their stories. They want to talk about their life. So you literally just gotta let people talk, bro, and only say things when you got something to add to it. You get what I'm saying? Or ask a question, bro. Lower your tone. Seem like you're very interested. Even if you're not interested, seem like you're very interested. It's giving off confidence. It's giving off you don't gotta talk too much. You want to speak with conviction. You don't want to seem unsure of yourself. I'm still working on this, because I'm in my videos. I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be doing that anymore. That's one of my goals for 2025. I actually wanted to take a speech class, not a speech class, but a communications class, just so I could literally get this down. I literally wanted to take a public speaking class this semester in college. Like, I dropped out for this semester. I'm going back next year, you feel me? But I wanted to take a public speaking class just so I could figure out how I could get the ums and stuff out of my lingo, because that's one thing that's holding me back, y'all. Also, just having a nice smile, bro. Like, look how I'm smiling right now. You just a slight smile, you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, this could make anybody smile. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even trying to be cocky, bro, but just having a nice smile, smile a little bit, not grinning ear to ear like this, just having a nice smile when you talk, bro. Just using your hands a little bit, just seeming confident and laid back. Like, that shit right there, bro, is that's confidence. That's aura right there. Even my boy Jaden, I was at dinner, bro, around people I didn't even know. And the way I'm talking, the way I'm carrying myself, and I'm adding the conversations where I need to be added, or people asking for my input, bro, is like, it's something that it got to be learned, but I don't think it's too hard. Also, it's just like, learning the power of storytelling, bro. So me, I personally think I'm a really good storyteller, because I can get people reeled in, bro. And I can explain things really well, and have people asking questions and have them really engaged, bro. You feel me? So learn how to tell stories instead of saying shit like, "Oh, I had a crazy night." Be like, "Yo, let me tell you how I had to how some shit went down, bro." And you start getting into it, bro, and reeling people in, bro. It's just gonna make you more confident. It's gonna give you an aura, And it's just obviously just gonna, like I said, it's gonna have you feeling like you're the man. Also, when you're talking to people, just simple things like looking people in the eye, lower your tone, pause when you speak, don't speak too fast, slow yourself down a little bit. Be a little bit more seductive. Like, you see what I just did there? You see what I just did there, y'all? Like, bro, I could literally switch it on and off like that. So it's just learning how to talk, and then you could really influence people. You could be someone that could get people to just listen to you talk and just, listen to anything what you got to say, bro. Like, you can do a lot of things in this world. You can make a lot of connections. You can get to a lot of positions, a lot of rooms, make a lot of money, get a lot of girls, all by the way you talk and how you carry yourself being a confident man.